Hey there, happiness seekers. Welcome to Elevate Daily, where we seek to give advice that can make your lives brighter and more fulfilling. Today, we're going to talk about something that sounds simple but trips up a lot of people: gratitude journals. You know the idea. You grab a notebook, write down a few things you're grateful for, and magically feel happier. Sounds amazing, right? Well, not always. The truth is, a lot of people start a gratitude journal with the best intentions, but after a few weeks, the pages collect dust. They stop feeling inspired and they wonder, wasn't this supposed to make me feel better? If that's ever happened to you, don't worry. You're not broken, and gratitude journals aren't a scam. You might just be using them in a way that doesn't match how the human brain actually works. So today, we're diving into why gratitude journals fail for so many people. And more importantly, how to make them actually work for you. 1. Why gratitude journals often fail. Let's start with the biggest reason they fail: going on autopilot. At first, you might write something like, "I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my health." Great things to be thankful for. But if you're jotting them down the same way every day, your brain stops engaging. It's like driving the same route to work every day. You barely notice the scenery anymore. When gratitude becomes a checklist, it stops being gratitude. Your brain needs novelty to really feel something. Another reason they fail: they become forced. Maybe you've had a rough week, and sitting down to be grateful feels like another chore. You stare at the page thinking, "Ugh, I have nothing new to write." That frustration can make you dread journaling instead of looking forward to it. And here's a subtle one: toxic positivity. When people hear gratitude journal, they sometimes think they have to ignore anything bad happening in their lives. But suppressing negative emotions doesn't make them go away. It just builds pressure. True gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means finding light even when life feels messy. 2. The science behind gratitude that works. Here's the thing: gratitude works best when it's felt, not just written. Your brain is wired to release feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin when you experience appreciation, not just when you list it like groceries. Studies show that when people recall a meaningful moment in detail, the sights, sounds, and feelings, their mood can shift in minutes. This is why the quality of your gratitude practice matters far more than the quantity. So instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my best friend," try, "I'm grateful for my best friend Sarah, who called me yesterday just to check in. I could hear the smile in her voice, and it made me feel cared for." That's vivid. That's emotional. That's when your brain says, "Hey, this feels good. Let's do more of that." 3. How to actually make gratitude journals. Work. All right, let's fix this. Here are practical steps to make your gratitude journal a habit you'll actually want to keep. Tip 1. Focus on 3 specific moments. Instead of writing down the same broad answers every day, challenge yourself to find 3 specific things from the last 24 hours. It could be as small as the smell of coffee in the morning, a stranger holding the door for you, the way the sky turned gold at sunset. The more specific, the more your brain connects with the feeling. Tip 2. Engage all your senses. When you write, describe the sights, sounds, smells, and feelings. Don't just write, "I'm grateful for my dog." Write, "I'm grateful for how Max greeted me at the door today, wagging his tail so fast his whole body wiggled, and that little happy bark that sounds like he's laughing." Your senses make gratitude real, not just theoretical. Tip 3. Mix up your timing. You don't have to journal at the same time every day. Some people love mornings because it sets a positive tone. Others prefer evenings so they can reflect on their day. Try both and see what sticks. And here's a twist: you don't have to write daily. For some, 3 times a week works better because it keeps the practice fresh. Tip 4. Include the why. Writing, "I'm grateful for my job" is fine, but adding, "because it allows me to provide for my family and meet amazing people" makes it more meaningful. Gratitude deepens when you understand why something matters to you. Tip 5. Share it with someone. This one's powerful. If you're grateful for something someone did, tell them. Shoot them a text. Call them. Gratitude grows when it's expressed. By the way, if you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Elevate Daily. It's a small action, but it really helps us keep making content that lifts you up. Plus, it makes sure you don't miss the next dose of happiness tips we share. 4. Common gratitude. Myths that hold you back. Let's bust a few myths. Myth 1. You have to write something profound every time. Nope. Gratitude isn't a poetry contest. Small joys matter just as much as big ones. Myth 2. You can't feel sad or angry if you're doing gratitude right. Also false. Life has ups and downs. Gratitude is about finding light alongside the dark, not pretending the dark doesn't exist. Myth 3. Missing a day means you failed. No. Missing a day just means you're human. Pick up where you left off. 5. Turning gratitude into a habit. You love. Here's a little exercise to make journaling stick. 1. Pair it with a trigger habit, something you already do daily. For example, keep your journal next to your coffee maker so you write after your morning cup. 2. Make it low pressure. Aim for quality, not quantity. Even one heartfelt entry can shift your mood. 3. Review past entries once a month. You'll be surprised at how many good moments you've forgotten, and it'll remind you why you started. Gratitude journaling isn't magic. It's a skill. And like any skill, it gets better with practice, intention, and a little creativity. If your gratitude journal has ever felt stale or forced, it doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means you need to shake things up. Focus on specifics, engage your senses, share your thanks, and most importantly, actually feel what you're writing. Because when gratitude is alive, it's not just words on paper. It's a way of seeing the world that changes everything. Thanks for spending this time with me here on Elevate Daily. Remember, happiness is built one small choice at a time, and today you've already taken one step. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and hit subscribe so we can keep bringing you tips to elevate your daily life. And tell me in the comments, what's one small thing you're grateful for today? Until next time, happiness seekers, keep noticing the good.